Welcome to this short video on the new ASI SmartBooks Update version 3.8.1. This video will cover some of the new enhancements. For a complete listing of all changes, please review the Update Bulletin. ASI Computer Systems is committed to constant innovation and improvement that is provided to you through the ASI SmartBooks updates. We've recently made several enhancements to make ASI SmartBooks even more indispensable. Here are some of the highlights. The first new enhancement to review will be to notify user if vendor entered in the Bill New is not listed on the order. We'll open up our Bill New option and add a vendor invoice. We'll go down and select our order expander. We'll add an order. A pop-up message will occur when the vendor used in the Bill New window is not listed on the order that is selected in the order expander for Bill Apply. This will let the user know that the vendor is not listed on the associated order. This will not be presented when the distribution is made for the non-order or freight-only expanders. This beneficial feature will reduce costs being incorrectly applied to an order and improve order costing accuracy. Once I recognize this, I'll click on OK. We would delete our order, apply it to the correct order, but we're going to go ahead and close out of this. And this will complete the review of this new enhancement to notify user if the vendor entered in Bill New is not listed on the order. The next new enhancement to review will be transactions by account. Located under the Accounting tab of the ribbon menu, underneath our General Ledger Control Group, and then select Transactions by Account. Users can now see month-to-date and year-to-date balances for the months/years they select in the General Ledger Transaction by Account list. This list will have a different date selector than either the General Ledger Transaction or the General Ledger Audit Trail list, and will show only the latest transactions. This will provide additional focus when researching ledger transactions. Selecting our button for the years, the year button defaults to only the current year being selected. There is no limit to the number of years that can be selected. The months button defaults to show all months. We can deselect and select the month we wish to view, or we can leave it selected all and select Save. Now we'll go to Search. Initially, we see the expander open, which shows our beginning balance, our year-to-date, and our net change. If I open up this expander, I can now see for our different months, our beginning balance, our month-to-date, and our year-to-date. And then again, the net change. If I open up the expander for the month, now we can see our individual transactions. We'll go ahead and close this option. And this will conclude the review for this new enhancement to show transactions by account. The next new enhancement to review will be the ESP CRM sync and job queue list changes. We'll open up our job queue. The information pop-up window now offers the ability to copy and paste the data collected in this window. This will allow for an easier method to send information for support needs instead of accessing the database directly. We'll go ahead and close this, go back to our window. And this will complete the review for this new enhancement, the ESP CRM Sync Job Queue List Changes. The next new enhancement to review will be the ESP Order Download Blind Ship Handling. Going to our order inside of ASI SmartBooks. This was previously downloaded. A blind ship option is accessible under the product line ship options. ESP orders that have the blind ship option checked will now add the text "Ship to blind ship" to the purchase order instructions as the first set of values. This only occurs when the ESP order indicates that the blind ship value is true. And then we can add additional text as necessary. We'll go ahead and save our order and proceed as normal. And this will complete the review for this new enhancement, ESP order download and blind ship handling. The next new enhancement review will be ESP order CPN handling. This is also referred to as the coded product number. We'll begin by going to the Tools tab of our ribbon menu and selecting Service Provider. ASI SmartBooks will include a selection within the Service Provider default section. We'll select our service provider, open up our defaults expander. This new selection will allow the use of the CPN number to update the line item product code value. This SKU number will continue to be updated based on the product number as entered on the ESP order. The CPN number is also displayed when viewing the ESP product and shows on the customer's acknowledgement form. The CPN is determined by taking the product ID and adding it to the company ID. The company ID that is required will be provided by ASI Computer Systems. The CPN will only be assigned if the user adds the product using one of the search options in ESP orders. Manually entered products will continue to update the product code in ASI SmartBooks based on the product number in ESP orders. Now from within the defaults expander, here we can see a checkbox where it says Update Product Line Code with CPN. Then we can go ahead and close this option. And this will complete the review of this new enhancement for ESP orders and CPN handling. And this will also complete the review for this new ASI SmartBooks Update version 3.8.1.